Welcome to the Wild and Elemental Podcast, where intuition meets the unknown. Join us as we explore tarot, herbalism, witchcraft, spirituality, folklore, and the mysteries that connect us all. So light a candle, get comfortable, and let's get wild. Hey guys, welcome back to the Wild and Elemental Podcast. Today is exciting because we are in the same place. You may not be able to tell, but we are both here in my apothecary, just sitting across the table from each other. We had our tea and tarot event today and it went so well. Very excited about it. I think we're going to try and collaborate and have Sam come and do readings once a month here in the shop. So pay attention to that. It won't be a big production like our tea and tarot event. It'll just be kind of like her having the space and, people can come and get readings. And yeah, I think it'll be good. Today's episode, we're going to talk about spirit animals. This is a kind of big topic, so we're going to kind of just give a little bit of a brief overview of it because it can get pretty in-depth and we don't want to be running for like 2 hours on spirit animals. So the textbook definition of a spirit animal is it is a natural guardian, it is a guide or a teacher in animal form. The concept of spirit animals is much more though. The concept comes from indigenous and shamanic origins. In many indigenous cultures, it comes from a very sacred practice where animals are respected as real living bonds and divine messengers. In these indigenous cultures, spirit animals are put into 2 categories. So you have a power animal, and those are seen as the ones that you call on for strength and guidance when you're facing like a specific challenge. Those are the ones that you invoke when you need help with bravery, with resilience, with courage. And then they also have the totem animal. So the totem animal, they're seen as like a longer term guide. They are here to walk with you through all the stages or chapters of your life. Some believe that we have 4 totem animals, one for each state of life or infancy, youth, adult, and into elder. And then each of these could be a different animal.
There are 5 special types of spirit animals. They're very common ones. So the first one's going to be the wolf. The wolf is very intuitive. He is the protector, and that's someone you want to call on with your inner strength. They also have a lot of strong instincts, and they're known as to be very loyal. The other spirit animal is an owl. Now, the owls hold some wisdom, hidden truths, and definitely very intuitive animals. They are known as the truth seekers. The next best one is the butterfly. So the butterfly represents transformation, change, rebirth, growth, and stepping into your power. The fox is another popular spirit animal. They are known to be clever guides. They are adaptable and curious little creatures that have confidence, and they teach you to connect with your higher self. And last but not least, we have the bear. So the bears are grounded protectors. They are for healing, protection, inner peace, and inner power. Jess, what would you say your spirit animal is and why?
For a very long time, I thought it was a raccoon, honestly. Like they're one of my favorite animals in the whole entire world. So I really felt connected to raccoons when I was young. But later in life, especially like in the last, I would say 3 or 4 years, it's definitely a crow. They're everywhere. They follow me everywhere I go. I go to work, they're in the parking lot waiting for me. I come out on the porch in the morning and have my coffee, they're in the tree. Like they're here. My grandpa actually had a crow that was a pet when we were young, and I don't know if it's because it's like him coming to me, like he is in the form of a crow, and that's why I see them all the time. But I would definitely say that crows are probably my spirit animal. Something that people may not know, people think crows are scary and are deaf and they're bad, and that's not true. They are extremely intelligent. They remember your name. They know if you did them dirty, they know they're gonna come and get you. Crows are seen as like the gateway to the spirit realm. They allow access to insights and understanding beyond our logical mind. A lot of people, like I said, see them as like negative symbolic meaning. They are tricksters. Like they do have bad behavior. They can be manipulative. They're very cunning. They are associated with like dark magic and witchcraft, but they are actually like super intelligent. They are fearless. They are audacious. They represent flexibility and adaptability. And I feel like in my personal life, I've had to be very flexible with life and learn how to adapt. And I think that that's probably why I feel so connected to them. I did pull up a little fun fact about them. Crows have the biggest brain to body ratio among all birds. They are evolved with a highly developed forebrain where intelligence is regulated and the anatomy of a crow brain is actually similar to humans. So they are super, super intelligent for sure.
Oh.
I feel like yours is probably a raccoon since they flock to you at home.
Yes, so raccoon is my spirit animal. I'm currently feeding 3 raccoons right now. They're my favorite. A lot of people think that they are conniving, malicious animals that attack, but honestly, raccoons are known for their resourcefulness. They are mysterious. They are problem solvers, you know? They're very clever. And the thing is raccoon, they never apologize for being different. They remind us that we are weird and clever in our own ways, and we need to adapt to that more. So definitely say raccoons are mine. I love raccoons. They are so cute. And they're just so adorable. And they teach us that we need to be adaptable to changes because change is, as you know, always inevitable, and we need to be more resourceful. So
100%.
I love that.
Side note, have you seen Jimothy, the raccoon on TikTok that is all over the place?
Yes.
He has, what did I read? Short spine syndrome or
Yes.
something. So he's like this big.
Mhm.
Like, and he gets around like everyone else.
He
Like,
hops around.
I know.
It's so
He's the
cute.
cutest, creepiest thing
Yeah.
I have ever seen.
I think it was in Seattle, right? Washington.
I think so, yeah. He's a big
Yeah.
he's a big topic right now on TikTok, which is funny.
I love that. And a fun fact, raccoons are very picky. They say that they will eat anything. They don't. They don't like onions. They don't like anything green, anything healthy. But they go crazy for peanuts. Peanuts are its favorite food, I feel
Don't you
like.
feed them popcorn too?
I feed them popcorn. I feed them peanut butter sandwiches. I'll get them loaves of bread. I mean, they love anything that I cook too. They eat my cooking. You know, my friends won't eat it, but you know, raccoons will eat it. So
That's so funny.
yes.
Did they need, I thought that I read somewhere at one point that they need water. Like they like to dip their
They
food
dip
in
their
water.
food, yeah.
Yeah.
So the one time I actually gave it a piece of zucchini and he was dipping it in the water and they get their little paws in there and then baby raccoons make puppy noises when they feel they're being attacked. They'll make the little cooing sounds.
Aww.
It's so cute.
That's
I
cool.
love
I'm gonna have to
raccoons.
come visit so I can
Me
meet
too.
raccoon friends.
There's 12 of them. I'm not
That's
accepting any new
crazy.
applications though, so please don't drop your raccoons off. I don't need them. But yeah,
That's insane. That's crazy.
yes.
I'd be very curious if anybody wants to comment and let us know what you think your spirit animal is. I would really like to know, you know, if there's anything that really resonates with you or anything you feel like you have a strong connection to animal wise. So if you want to let us know, that would be cool. So I try every week to connect our herbal ally to our topic. And I'm giggling because there was a blooper before that I'm cutting out, so you'll never hear it, but that's okay. So this week I chose valerian root. Valerian root, scientific name is Valeriana officinalis. I don't know why they're so hard to say. So it is a warming herb and it is very aromatic.
Mhm.
I put the history and folklore first because I just think it's so cool. So during World War One, it was given to soldiers to help ease shell shock, and civilians turned to it in times of like high stress and fear. In the centuries before, herbalists used valerian to soothe seizures, nerve disorders, and hysteria.
Wow.
It has a very well established history as a sleep aid and anxiety remedy. And today it is still used as one of the most non-prescription sedatives in Europe. People in Germany, valerian is likely to be recommended by their doctors more than pharmaceutical sleep aids like Xanax. So in Europe, they use Valerian more than they use Xanax.
That's so cool.
That is so cool.
Love that.
Some of the herbal actions. So it is an anti-spasmodic, it's sedative, it can be a hypnotic, it's a carminative and a bitter tonic. So like we talked about last week, that works on your digestion. It's a nervine, which means it works in your nervous system, which is why it can be used for anxiety and for a muscle relaxant. Some of the most common uses are insomnia, sleep disturbance, anxiety, stress-related tension. It is used for muscle spasms, cramps, and even for menstrual pain. So people who are on their period can take it to help their cramps. Can be used for high blood pressure that's related to like tension and stress. It can be used for attention and concentration support in low doses. So I am personally thinking about trying this for my ADHD to see if it slows my brain down a little bit. It's good for nervous digestion, intestinal cramping, and it can be used for trauma and emotional shock.
That has a lot of like things it helps with.
Yes, something so simple.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
With no side effects, it sounds like.
It doesn't really, well, there are some, you shouldn't take it if like you're already on a sedative medication because it can over sedate you, like things like that.
Yeah.
Most common way that it's taken is in tea and tincture form. So you can make like a tincture, an alcohol-based or a vinegar-based tincture out of the root. You just steep it in that alcohol or vinegar for like 6 weeks, and then it extracts all the good stuff out of it.
Oh.
Valerian has a strong, distinctive smell. It's very earthy and musky and a little funky. So if you're new to herbs, tinctures don't taste good. They taste like garbage. So you can always mix it with like some juice to like mask the flavor of it.
Or some tea.
Yeah, tea.
Yeah.
You put it in whatever you want. I'd sometimes put tinctures in my coffee just so I get them.
Yeah.
All right. So the way that Valerian is used to work with spirit animals, Valerian holds a unique place in animal magic because it has a very pungent, musky scent that mimics animal pheromones. So it kind of bridges the human and animal energies. Because of its sedative properties, it can be used to help quiet the mind for meditation or for dream work, which allows easier access to like trance-like states. It helps calm the nervous system, which reduces anxiety and the mental noise that can block intuitive messages. For spirit work, you can use it as altar bait. You can place a piece of dried valerian root on your altar as an offering, especially if you're working with like feral, nocturnal, or like predatory guides like panthers, wolves, or owls. Like some of the ones that would be into the more, the ones that like, you know, dead stuff, carcasses, the predator animals. You can make a dream pillow with it. You can add mugwort and lavender and place that under your pillow, which helps lucid, vivid dreams where animal guides often appear. Also can be used in a ritual bath. I know we talked about baths last week, so PSA, use a bag or a ball. You don't want to clog up the pipes. But this one you can steep the root in hot water and strain it and then add that to your bath. It kind of just helps to relax your physical body before like meditation.
Love that. I think the name itself is really cool.
I know. It
I love
reminds
it.
me of vampires for some reason, but I think that's because I'm thinking vervain, not Valerian, because, you know, big Vampire Diaries fan over here, like vervain, and was, you know, #1. But yeah, and I didn't write down where it grows or what it looks like. So I will try and put some descriptive stuff like in the show notes if you want a more detailed, like how to find it, how to forage for it, what the plant itself looks like.
I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah, no problem. Do you have anything else about spirit animals that you can think of?
No, I think of right now. No.
Okay.
We had similar notes, so that works out perfectly.
That works great. I feel like this is a short episode this week.
Yeah.
That's okay. I feel like we're good to move into Sam's weekly week ahead card pool. So hang out here for a second and we'll see what the cards have to say.
All right. So I hope everyone had a good week last week. Hopefully you guys had a good week and hopefully the cards came through. So you need to tell us in the comment section what happened last week, if some secrets were exposed. So we need to know the tea because we love tea and tarot. And all right. So for those watching, how will next week go? Talk to me about Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Give me a card for Monday and Tuesday. So I feel like beginning of the week, Monday and Tuesday, you can be feeling very successful. There's some type of project, something you're working on that's going to be very successful this week. You could also be recognized at work Monday and Tuesday. You'll be feeling yourself Monday and Tuesday. As far as Wednesday, Thursday goes, what's the energy for Wednesday and Thursday? So Wednesday, Thursday, you can either have some type of disconnection or a close partnership come into play here. The Two of Cups can be a disconnection, but it can also be being more creative with somebody, reconciling, working together, coming together with somebody, building a business partnership like the Two of Cups here, working together here. So something's going on with some type of relationship, could be good. And then towards the middle of the week, so what, Friday and Saturday and Sunday. Give me a card for Friday and Saturday and Sunday. So towards the end of the weekend, there's going to be some fear with the Nine of Swords here, some type of your sleepless nights. I feel like you could be in your head towards the end of the week. There's some situation you're replaying how things turned out here. Towards the end of the week, what's going to happen this weekend? The weekend. There's some type of growth, some type of expansion happening towards the weekend. So don't let the Nine of Swords stop you Friday and Saturday. Towards Sunday, you're going to be having some type of new opportunity for growth. I feel like this week starts off good with some type of success, building a partnership or relationship, some fears towards the end of the week, but that's totally normal, and definitely some growth and expansion towards the end of the week. So have to let us know in the comment section how your week goes, what ends up happening. Is this a partnership or a relationship? We need to know. Yeah, thank you.
All right. Tell me about your weekend. What's planned this weekend?
I'm going to go home and relax. We got to do this tea and tarot thing. It was super exciting. It was a really good event. Got to meet some awesome people. If you guys haven't been to her shop, it is the cutest. There is a little creek that runs in the back in little fairy houses. It is the most serene, peaceful place. You guys need to check this place out. It's worth the drive. Cute little town, Punxsutawney. You see cute little groundhogs everywhere. And I got a 32-ounce iced coffee. Back in my neck of the woods, we don't get 32-ounce iced coffees. So the groundhog grinder, whatever, give it a shot.
Yeah, we got the big cups here. That's pretty good.
How about you?
I don't think I have anything left to do for the rest of the afternoon. I probably need to wash clothes for work, but that's fine. That's quick.
Right.
So just probably get dinner and hang out with the family. So what about next weekend? What events are we at next weekend?
So next weekend, I'm doing a Middlesex Community Days on Saturday, and then Sunday I'll be at the Candace Clubhouse. They're doing like a yoga event, and it'll be permanent jewelry there, little tattoos. I'll be doing readings, so just stop out. Hopefully we could do another event soon.
Yes.
Yes.
Look at the calendars. I will be in Morgantown, West Virginia, Thursday night through Sunday. It is my oldest daughter's very last softball tournament that she will ever play, and that makes me horrifically sad. She's been playing since she was 5, so I don't even know what life looks like without ball. So
Yeah.
that'll be a bittersweet moment for sure. But we'll definitely have to check calendars and try and organize a day where you can come up. Usually my shop is open from like 9 to 3 on Saturdays. So even if we extended it and did like, I don't want you to be driving 2 hours in the middle of the night, but we can adjust hours and if you wanted to come on a Saturday. But I know your Saturdays are kind of busy for the
Sundays.
Yeah. So we'll look at the calendar, we'll compare, we'll find a day that she can come hang out with us again. Next week's episode, maybe a little late because of me being away. Just depends on when we're able to record, but we'll do the best we can to get it out for you. And we are talking about angel numbers next week, which I'm very excited about. Do you have one specific number that you think is yours?
I see 911 and 824 all the time. And I lived at 824 for several years, and everything always expires in August. So 824 is about like just kind of living your authentic life, you know? How about you? What number do you see?
I'm a 444 and a 333 girl. the night that my grandpa passed away, I woke up in the middle of the night at 3:33, and I just knew that he wasn't here anymore, and he had passed very close to that time. So I don't,
Wow.
and it's the same. It's the path with the crow. So I just feel like
He's, yeah.
he's my spirit guide. He just follows me around and makes sure that I'm doing shit that I'm supposed to be and not shit that I'm not supposed to be. But
I love threes because threes are talking about the holy union, about people like finally waking up and being more aware of their surroundings and to know that they're supported. There's people, just because people aren't here anymore physically, we're still energy and they're still around you. So it gives you support.
for sure. So tune in next week when we go into an even bigger deep dive into angel numbers. And I don't know what our herbal ally is going to be because
I'm excited.
I got to figure out how to tie that in. So you're going to have to just wait till next week to figure that one out. But thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you, Sam, for coming today and doing Tea and Tarot and recording in person because this has been so fun. So yeah, see you guys
And
next
thank
week.
you.